door. Open your front door. Oh, you leave your 5-year-old home alone so you can go smoke.
So you drove under the influence with a child in the car.
You tell me that. Was he buckled in?
This woman's 4-year-old son just escaped death, but what she does next would leave you in disbelief.
I've never seen anything like that.
On September 15th, 2021, officers were called by a man claiming to have seen something very disturbing on the road.
How you doing?
Hey, sir.
What happened?
For coming so quick.
What
I've
happened?
never seen anything like that. This silver car, best I can tell, it's silver. Pulls around and I see the damn doors open and this kid comes rolling out of it.
He falls out of the car?
He just came falling out of it, rolls all the way over.
And the car took off?
And the car just kept going.
Which way to go?
My problem is I saw him, I was in disbelief and I just
I'm in disbelief right now.
Yeah.
Hey, but are you all right, pal?
He's got a little cut. Let me see, buddy. Thank you.
Oh
He's
my
got a little
God.
cut on his finger.
Hey, do you know your name, big guy?
The 4-year-old was bruised from the fall, and both men were shocked by this. But there was something particularly strange about this incident that they couldn't quite understand.
There, I'm sitting first one in line over there.
Yeah.
They turned, and I thought it was a dent in the door, but it was the damn open.
And he fell in the back?
And he just
signal 14, subject says he may have an open 49 out of.
Yeah.
And I kind of
Did the door close when it kept going, or did it just?
No, it was still open.
High rate? Was it reckless, high rate of speed, or just?
It wasn't like it was out of control. It wasn't like it was burning tires or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I even tried to ask him. I go, did anybody know that you were out of the car?
That's what I'm wondering. They don't know he fell out.
Yeah. Were you riding with your mom? Were you riding with your mommy? Was Daddy with you too? Just Mom? Okay.
Since the car kept going, it appeared that people inside didn't know about the fall, meaning they could be anywhere by now. This was very bad news, but everything would change once the car pulled up behind the officer and a woman came out.
I'm up right now.
Where's my son?
He's in the front seat of that car.
How?
He fell out your car.
How he fell on my car?
Copy tag for the parents that just showed up. Matt,
How did he fall
you
on
tell
my car?
you tell me that. Was he buckled in?
I was sleeping.
Where was your son at?
I was sleeping. He was on this side.
Who was driving?
My brother. He said he said he heard the door open, but he didn't think like.
He's in the front seat of the car if you want to go get him from this gentleman. You want to come get him out of this man's car? He's okay. He's got a little cut on his finger. He's okay. When did y'all realize he wasn't in the car?
Right now, we got onto the expressway, and my daughter was like, "Where, Bobby? Why you?"
It's not. Don't yell at him.
I know.
You want to pick him up? He's scared, and his hand hurts. Okay. Let me just.
The woman didn't thank the officer or the man for saving her son's life, but instead yelled at the 4-year-old for falling out of the car. This was very concerning and opened questions about the kind of mother she was, leading officers to discover that this was just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, goodness. Where's everybody's car seats?
They could wear a seatbelt, right?
Well, you have this gonna be 4 kids,
7.
and that's only 3 seats. So
How many
you get 4 kids for 3 seats?
With 3 seatbelts.
They all fit there.
It doesn't matter if they all fit there. How many seatbelts are there?
Oh.
There's 3 seatbelts. Every juvenile needs to be in a seatbelt. So obviously someone's not in a seatbelt if there's 4 kids.
I mean, I just got this car. I used to have a big van, but
So you're saying if I just get this car, I'm gonna sit 4 kids in the back seat. I'm gonna make sure there's 4 seatbelts.
Officer 13.
So did you check semi seatbelts in
I
the car?
have 6 kids. What do you?
I know,
I'll
but
take one
I
of the
understand that.
21 Victors.
This is what I was
in the Z section.
I understand,
dream.
but
I didn't think that my son would ever do something like that.
The woman squeezed her 4 kids in the back seat without seat belts or child lock enabled, meaning very bad news if they had an accident. And it gets much worse when you discover that her brother had no business driving the car.
You have your ID? You don't have anything? Can I get your name?
He just got my name.
He got your name?
Yeah.
All right. Have y'all been smoking?
Yeah, I've been smoking one joint.
When?
Like a couple, like 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago, and you're driving? 4 kids in the back seat?
I had a window down.
You had your window down? Were you smoking in the car?
Yeah, like one time.
You were smoking in the car with them in the back?
I had a window down there.
He had no driver's license, and the car reeked of marijuana, meaning that the kids were in extreme danger by just being inside. There were so many things wrong with this incident, and it slowly unveiled the kind of mother she was.
All right, and the pills I found in the glove box. The Xanax
The
bars?
Xanax, yeah, those are my anxiety pills.
Okay. Are those? Do you have a
know
prescription?
I don't have it in my bottle. No, I don't have my prescription.
You have it?
The doctor prescribes Xanax bars to you, is what we're asking. 'Cause we can check that. We can go on the record.
No,
we can
not
check to
yet,
see.
no.
So he hasn't prescribed you any Xanax
But
pills?
they prescribe me with pills that are like in the Xanax family.
In the
type.
Xanax family,
Yeah.
but he hasn't prescribed you those pills. Were you awake when your brother was smoking in the car? No, you weren't awake when he was
sleeping.
Okay, you were sleeping when he was smoking. Did you know that he had him?
I'm not. No, I wasn't aware that he had.
Okay, so does he have a license?
He never had a license before.
So your younger brother never had a license before?
Suspended or anything like that.
Okay, so did you know he didn't have the license?
I think, yeah, he didn't. I don't think, yeah, he didn't have a license. No.
Okay, so that's the other concern that I have is now you're asking your little brother to drive you, knowing that he doesn't have a license, and you're putting your children on the back of the car who don't have seatbelts on a non-licensed driver.
Listen, I love all of my kids. I understand what
I'm not.
you're saying.
This isn't a question if you love your kids or not. Okay.
I know what happened was a mistake. I understand. I don't know what you want me to do.
There's a lot I want you to do as a mom for the safety of for your children.
I can go buy a car seat. I can go buy a car seat. That right now.
At this time,
she was completely unremorseful and unaffected by the shocking events, and after endangering her kids like this, there was only one thing left to do.
Amy, go ahead and put your head on your back.
And I was sleeping. I don't know why you guys want to do this.
Because there's many things going on here. Many things, not just one. Many things that put these kids' lives in danger today. Not just one thing. Between too many kids without seatbelts, without the car seat, no one realized the kid fell out, the drugs in the car. There's a lot of things going on right now, okay? That's the problem. The car's going to get towed. It's going to go to the local tow pound. You won't be able to get it out until you bring a valid registration and insurance for the car. Because the car is not registered and the car is not insured, so you shouldn't be driving this on the roads.
Okay, all right, it's all right.
So
okay,
that
I see everything you guys are doing.
Yeah.
not everything that we're doing. It's everything that the choices that we've selected to do today. Okay.
She was charged with neglect of a person younger than the age of 18 and unlawful possession of a Schedule 4 substance, with DCF taking charge of her children. If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. Her actions were terrible, but luckily had no fatal outcomes. However, that wasn't the case for this mother, whose drug addiction ended the life of someone she was supposed to protect.
Let me go be with
Let's
my
go take a
baby.
seat, okay?
Please let me go be with my baby.
On October 16th, 2023, officers were dispatched to a roadside after reports of a fatal accident involving a mother and her 2 children, a 5-year-old who had serious injuries and a 7-year-old who unfortunately didn't make it.
She was not breathing. She wrecked. She went airborne. I seen
Who else was in the car?
My babies.
Okay.
The baby that's in the back, lifeless.
Okay.
You're going to jail. Oh, my God, you're going to jail because you don't know if you're in this earth or not, Cassidy. Come here. Come on, baby. No, that baby. You leave her alone. Oh, my gosh, she's not breathing.
So let's take a seat.
She's not breathing.
Since the crash appeared to be an accident, the mother, who escaped with minor injuries, was clearly shaken by this. But the other woman suggested she was responsible for the incident, and when the officer questioned her, it slowly became obvious why.
When you were driving on the road, where did you leave from?
The house.
You left your house?
Yeah.
Where were you going?
To Christie's and I'm from the store.
Christie's and in the store?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What happened with the crash? Do you remember it at all?
I turned my head and looked at the girls to talk to them because they were fighting, and I just turned my head.
Okay. All right. So you haven't used meth since yesterday then?
Right. Right. I took my sleeping pill last night.
Took your sleeping pill last night?
Yes, I take it every night. Every night.
All right. Well, I'm going to run you through a few field sobriety tests here.
Okay.
The woman was only 43 years old, but her meth and crack use had aged her beyond that and now sent her car into a tree with her 2 daughters. However, as traumatic as that would be for any parent, this woman appeared unbothered by it.
All right. Do you have any questions about any of that? Can you see the pin just fine? Okay. From there, you're going to look up at the sky with your eyes closed.
I'm going to fall over later than that.
Okay. Well, I'll catch you if you fall over here, okay? Like I said, with your head back, you don't have to do it yet. I'm going to explain everything to you, then I want you to do it. All right, okay? Are you done?
Yeah.
How long was that?
I think it was 30, but that burn kept getting on my elbow,
Okay.
so.
How did you get to 30?
Taking it. Count 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
But then
Do you have any questions about any of that?
pretending my sweatshirt until I'm not shaking, so I don't like.
Is it in the back? Stay right there for a second. Okay. Do you have any questions about that? All right. Start that one. It's whatever foot you want. Start it whenever you're ready.
The woman cared more about the cold and her drugs than her 7 kids, and after losing their father to cancer 5 months before this incident, her actions now took the life of one of them and put the other in a critical condition, making the officer's next actions very clear. She was held in jail without bond for aggravated vehicular homicide, endangering people younger than the age of 18, involuntary manslaughter, and reckless homicide. It took the death of one of them for the other 6 children to be taken away from the woman who clearly needed help. However, this kid was on the edge of having a mental breakdown because of his out-of-control mother.
Stop acting up! Stop!
And it's much more distressing than you'd imagine. On April 7th, 2023, officers were called after a woman was seen acting very strangely on a bridge.
So because of where we're at right now, what I'm just asking is if you and I can just have an adult conversation.
I'm always up for adult conversation.
All right. Would you prefer to walk that way?
I would prefer to have documentation of your copies of record.
Okay.
Of the complaints.
Okay, well, I've gotten 2 phone calls so far. Okay.
I would love documentation.
Okay, well, I can't provide that to you right now in the middle of the bridge, okay? I'd be more than happy to get that to you, but what I'm wondering is, for our safety and for the vehicles...
Do you think we're unsafe right now? On this solid brick?
Here, I've got... You're cussing at me.
Am I cussing?
Yes.
How have I cussed at you?
Okay.
When have I cussed at you? Because I feel
You've been using the F word ever since I got here.
Really?
Is there a problem?
Can you replay that?
Yes, I can, but not right now.
Because I haven't used that word at all.
Okay, sweetie, are you okay?
So you are the problem.
Okay.
Okay, so get back in your pocket.
I'm going to recommend that you back up.
I'm going to recommend that you get in your SUV.
The woman was clearly impaired and unable to act responsibly, and while this affected her personally, there was someone else who was slowly inching towards depression and having a mental breakdown.
Ooh, witchcraft!
Sweetheart, are you okay? You're not okay. Okay.
Is that documented?
Okay.
Is that documented for court? Because that's what we're talking about.
What are we doing?
We're going to put you in handcuffs.
For what? Are we just going to talk?
We'll get there.
We're detaining you right now. Okay.
That's fine.
We're going to get out of all these nice people's ways. We're going to talk to your little boy, see why he's so upset.
Everybody on this bridge is nice? You vetted them? Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
But ever since we've been talking, you've been cussing at me?
No, I have not.
Yes, you have.
Please review the tape.
Because
that's not true.
There's one of us that's not drunk here, and it's me. Okay?
I am not drunk.
Okay.
I am buzzed, and I am happy, and I've been enjoying my day. And I have not cussed at you once.
You want to get on here? We can get off.
Let's get off the bridge. Yes.
Replay the tape right now before we leave.
The woman's state had affected her son so badly that he curled into the fetal position and began crying. He wanted to be far away from her till she was stable again, but this wouldn't happen anytime soon, as her arrest would create extreme chaos for everyone around.
No! Please! You have to tell me why I am being arrested. First,
Just
you have to read me my Miranda rights. You can't just stick somebody in a locked box for no reason. You will pay for this. You will go to...
Open your front door! Open your front door!
I'll turn it hard. Go on the ground.
What a mace of 5 foot, 3 foot girl! For what? Fucking across the bridge?
Got her?
Go yourselves. Get the off of me.
Stop acting up! Stop! Stop acting up! Stop!
Out of the way!
Stop!
For no reason!
Stop! Let go.
You stop! You piece of shit!
I got this arm. You got that arm?
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
I'll have to follow you.
Arresting her was a wild affair, but she was eventually bundled in the car and off to jail, where she was charged with resisting arrest with violence, battery on law enforcement, and disorderly conduct. Her son was put in the care of his grandmother, and he seemed very happy to be there.
In the house.
Hey, it's nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
While his mother was unfit to care for him, he luckily had a supportive family that would do just that. However, this 5-year-old had absolutely no one to care for him.
What's wrong?
And so he decided to take matters into his own hands and save himself. On March 7th, 2023, officers were called to a neighborhood concerning a 5-year-old who was crying for his mother.
What's wrong? Hello? Police department. Hello? She went to the store. Police department.
Keith Foster, South Jackson.
3001 and
Where's he
Foster's
at?
your dad?
My dad's at my papa's house.
Your dad's at your papa's house? Do you know the phone number there?
Yeah.
You do?
People been breaking into our house, but
People have been breaking into your house.
yeah.
The 5-year-old was left alone inside a frequently burglarized house, and this greatly troubled the cops. But their fear would turn to anger once the mother arrived and they discovered where she was coming from.
Mommy, you left me home alone.
Yes. What's going on? I just went to go see Grandma for a second.
You left me home alone.
What happened?
He had the door open, was yelling for you.
I left
The
it
neighbors
on
called.
the
Somebody heard him
Why you
scream.
ain't come across the street, sir?
Hold on. Where's Grandma live?
Right across the street.
Why don't you take him with you?
I just went over there real quick. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Your grandma?
Yes, sir.
She was over with you.
Yeah, but for a second, she only came over here for a second.
Where do you live at?
I live on the south side. I don't even live on the east side. I'm out here visiting some friends.
So where were you at?
At her friend's house, real quick.
Where's the friend live?
Right across the street. I don't know that.
Right out back.
Yeah, literally.
Well, we're trying to figure all this out because we got a 5-year-old kid left home alone.
Oh, well, it was only for a couple seconds.
Well,
we don't know. That's what we're just trying to figure out.
That's all it
I'm
takes.
sorry. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
What happens if you'd have walked out?
I understand.
Listen.
I understand.
I told him all this. I said, I'll be right back. He literally plays the game all day. He was in there playing the game. I said, I'll be right back. I'm about to go over there and see your grandma real quick. That was it.
So do you think this is serious
No,
or not
no.
serious?
It's serious. It's very serious. It's very serious.
Just
I
that-
never
that's
thought
Do you
it
think
would
you
have
should
happened
leave
to
a
me.
5-year-old home alone?
No. But
Then why'd you do
it was
it?
for a second. I didn't think it was.
The woman appeared to take responsibility for leaving the child and claimed to be at her grandmother's house. And this was supposed to calm the situation, but the officers weren't moved because they noticed something about her that would explain why she left without the kid.
Not only is it for a second, then you come back in and you're smelling like. So you leave your 5-year-old home alone so you can go smoke weed, and then you come back and then you yell at him.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, you did. Said what'd you do or whatever. Anyways, I could run the tape back. It doesn't matter. The point is he's crying with the door open.
He was
wandering around out here.
What happened?
I mean, come on, leaving a 5-year-old home alone.
Explain.
Right?
And what happened?
You got the scale on the table. 5-year-old sitting next to your papers.
What'd you say?
Your shoe back up, smelling like weed. There's roaches. I mean, come on. And now you're telling me you don't know your social. Do you have a warrant?
No, sir.
Tell me now. We're going to run you and pull a
Wait,
picture.
say that again?
You shouldn't?
Sir.
With the obvious smell of weed and the woman's silence, it was clear that she left her child in the house only to go do drugs outside. This also suggested that it wasn't her first time, and the officers knew just what to do.
You got to hang the phone up. We're going to handcuff you. Don't make it worse
Hello?
than it has to be.
Okay.
Stop.
Call your mom. He was like, what? He was like,
I don't plan on
You hear me?
no time soon. He's like,
Alright.
I ain't going to heaven yet. He said,
Yeah, you follow with me.
Oh, my child, I love you. You'll be home. Don't worry about it.
She was taken into custody for endangering a person younger than the age of 18 and a warrant for failure to appear in court, while the 5-year-old was handed over to his father. He was smart enough to seek help against his mother, but the next kid not only kept his mother secret, but also helped her commit one of the most popular drug crimes ever.
Okay, any inside the vehicle?
Not that I know of.
It all began on July 2nd, 2024, when officers pulled over a vehicle for illegal window tint.
You have your license with you, ma'am? Thanks. The reason I stopped you, a few different reasons. One, did you buy your vehicle with the window tint like this, or did you get it done?
I bought it like this, and then this happened on our way here. I just drove it from Nevada.
Yeah, I caught that. That's a pretty decent crack right where your view's supposed to be at. Yeah. Do you have insurance registration with you for the vehicle? Do you happen to have an ID with you, sir? You don't? No? Alright. Yeah. Can you go ahead and write your name and your social for me? I appreciate that. Do you have an Ohio license? No?
He's from Nevada.
Oh, you're from Vegas? Okay. Yeah.
The stop seemed normal as the woman was driving from Nevada with her son in the back seat and his friends. But since they were driving across state lines, the officers were investigating illegal activity and would pay close attention to anything the woman said, which would begin her downfall.
Is your son in the car?
Yeah.
Which
My
one's your
son's
son?
in the middle.
Oh, in the middle in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's his best friend from Nevada. I brought him with me to kind of help. You know what I mean? Help with the drive and then help get him back out there and keep us from arguing and just like kind of mediate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's nice.
Because he's struggling with some things and I'm just trying to get him away from here.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was an alcoholic. I went to Vegas and got sober.
Good for you.
And everybody's like, what? And I'm like, you knew an alcoholic could go to Vegas of all places and get sober. But sometimes having it in your face all the time is like enough to say no.
That's awesome.
I think it's the fatal accidents I see every day. Like I've seen bodies fall out of car down.
Really?
I got a question.
Yeah.
I have to meet a parent. So my son struggles with like the opiates or whatnot.
Okay.
Sometimes, you know what I mean? He's been sober, but he's relapsed twice. The problem is that the facilities won't take them without their consent and they're minors.
Yeah.
Which is effed up to me beyond royally, mentally, all kind of ways, right? But I found out there was a place out here, that's why I really came back, and he doesn't know it yet, but he's about to be thrown in.
Okay.
So, I don't know yet. I don't know how long it's gonna take.
The woman talked non-stop, and her stories didn't make much sense. And while she could have been tired from the drive, the officer suspected that she was actually just nervous, and he didn't need to wonder why much longer, as she would eventually expose herself.
Let me ask you this, your car does smell like marijuana. How much in the car?
I don't know. I know they were smoking before we left.
Okay. I mean, are they 21 and older?
Yeah, he is. Well, he's 20. He's about to be 21. He was smoking.
Well, they got to be 21 and older.
Okay.
So
I didn't know
they
that.
brought the car?
No, he was smoking before we left. I won't let them smoke in my room. He did smoke. He smoked in the car.
Okay.
I didn't know until I came out and smelled it, and I was like, "Fuck guys, like you can't do that."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is there anything inside the vehicle I need to be concerned about that would be illegal in the car? Any firearms?
Not that I know of.
Any kind of computer equipment for like skimmers, scanners, anything like ripping off credit cards, anything like that?
There better not be.
Okay. Part of what we do on the roadways is make sure there's nothing illegal going from point A to point B. Within the state, without a state, anything like that. Okay.
No.
So no firearms, no electronics.
I came to get my kid.
Okay. Any drugs inside the vehicle?
Not that I know of.
Would you mind if I searched your vehicle to make sure there's nothing illegal in there?
Yeah, I don't.
You don't mind?
I mean,
I can search it.
I have nothing to hide.
Okay, all right, thanks, I appreciate it. This officer's just gonna get your social and the phone number.
The woman exposed her passenger and fed the officer's suspicions by answering just one question. While she didn't admit to drugs in the car, she didn't deny it either, suggesting that she knowingly put her kid in a car with illegal substances and now wanted to save herself from what was about to happen.
Don't reach. Back here. What do you have? What do you have by your mouth there? Yeah, you're reaching hard, man. What's by your mouth? Here, we're gonna pat you down, okay? Yeah. What's that?
I got something in my pocket right here.
That's don't reach. What do you got in your pocket? Can I get it?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Yeah. Just some more. How old are you, man?
I'm 20.
You're 20? Okay. You gotta be 21 to have it, alright? So not...
You got shorts on, or are those boxers?
Boxers.
Those are boxers. Okay. You didn't tuck anything down your underwear, down your pants, nothing like that?
Okay.
What's that? Move your hands for me.
Yeah, so in Ohio, if you have weed on you, you have to be 21 years old, okay? What else you got in there?
That's my
Cuff them.
I got it. Feels like pills. Yeah.
I knew he had some.
Yeah,
He crouched the pills.
Alright.
If I shake it, is it going to fall out? Because I don't want to reach in your pants.
No, sir.
It's not going to fall out?
I'm on the log.
Right on. All right, let's go back in the second car. What else do you have on you? Because anything else you bring back to jail is going to be an F3. Even if it's a roach, if it's one pill, if it's a needle cap, right? You understand? Okay. I don't want to have somebody get a bunch of powder on them.
Is there more in the vehicle?
No, sir.
Is there more on you?
No, sir. That's.
You didn't seem too confident on that.
Inside the woman's car, the officers found over $50,000 worth of drugs and a loaded gun, which was just under the seat in front of her son. This was very shocking, and she would try to deny any involvement or knowledge of this, but the officers weren't buying it.
Okay, we'll figure it out when we get back. Obviously, we're not trying to...
This is. I don't even know what you've done and what's going on.
The passenger was charged with drug trafficking and possession of a stolen firearm with a $1 million bond, and the mother was charged with drug trafficking and endangerment of a person younger than the age of 18.
Fucking job, bro. You great style. Greg's calling.
Her endless chats and the officers' suspicions led to her arrest. However, the next officers didn't need much investigation to know that this woman had a serious problem with drugs.
But you were driving, though.
My dad.
Okay, what did you take?
On April 1st, 2023, officers were called to a McDonald's regarding a woman who was acting very strangely with her child.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, no, my daughter. I'm just feeding her chicken nuggets. She's throwing all her food.
I guess someone was concerned about you. I'm sorry, did I make you drop that?
Oh, no, my daughter just
Altitude
did it.
about 28.
No, we're good. My dad works right there across the way.
Papa Golf 931 Papa, PG 931P. It's a white Chevy. Yeah, I guess someone called in. They were concerned about you.
Oh.
I don't know exactly why.
No, I was on the phone and when I was in the drive-thru with her dad.
Okay.
But no, everything's good.
She was restless, had random movements, and her pupils were dilated, showing that she was under the influence of something. So the officer immediately picked up on this and wasted no time in questioning her.
Dad.
Okay, what did you take?
What did I
take? Something?
No.
You're acting really weird.
No, I was just feeding my baby food and she's throwing it out the car.
Okay. But this is Officer Flink. He's going to ask you some questions and go from there, okay?
Don Salino, so if you were going to place the bag on the car, I got to talk to you over here real quick.
The bag of food? Sure.
Yes. What's your daughter's name?
Aliana.
Aliana, okay.
Okay,
She
so
was- there's-
Officer Mike is going to keep an eye on her, okay?
Sure.
I got to talk to you real quick. So,
Hi. Hi.
Okay, so I have a profound fear that you were driving under the influence, and I would like you to participate in some roadside exercises to dispel my concern.
Okay.
Are you willing to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The woman was driving with her child in the car while obviously impaired, and this could have caused a very horrible and possibly fatal accident. The officers also discovered that her license was revoked, and while it wasn't clear why, they were able to make a very easy guess.
All right, at this time you are being placed under arrest for driving under the influence of alcohol, chemical, or controlled substance.
Are you so...
Stop.
Come on, man. I mean, can you call my dad? He's
Yes,
right
we're
there.
going to take care of it because we want to turn the kid over to somebody responsible.
Oh my God, please, I didn't do anything wrong.
So you drove under the influence with a child in the car.
Let's do this first, and then we'll figure everything out, okay?
All right.
Inside the car, the officers found 2 banned drug substances alongside drug paraphernalia, earning her charges of DWI, endangering a person under the age of 18, possession of illicit substances, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Her father was called to pick up the child. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy these too.